from when I ordered these products to me receiving them. Let me tell you how much everything costed. Shipping cost was this amount for the 2 boxes. Hi guys, I'm doing this video for the second time. I did a video for 27 minutes and kitu kaniambia tu niangalie. Shock on me, that video doesn't have any sound. It doesn't have any sound. My microphone failed me once again, because it has failed me actually before. Juicy too, there's another video that I did, and when I was going to post is when I realized the video didn't have any sound at all. The microphone just stopped working and nothing, like no sound can be heard. But I hope you guys can hear me. I have had to remove the microphone. Yeah, so this is me doing this video again. Please like the video, because the struggle of doing it again, I am just psyching myself up to do it again. I hope it won't be too noisy, because where I live and this time of the day it's usually so noisy, but I hope it won't be so noisy. Let me just do this video for you guys, because I decided I wanted to do it for you. Yeah, recently I received my imported goods. It was 2 boxes of handbags, all types of handbags. There were tote bags, there were sling bags, all types of handbags, and 10 pairs of high heels. Yeah, so it was just 2 boxes. If you'd like to see everything that was in that box, I did a whole video. I'm going to leave it linked in the description box. Yeah, so I received those goods, and this is something I have wanted to do for you guys. I want to show you the whole process from when I ordered these products to me receiving them, how much it costed me, the products costed me, the shipping fee also, and how long it took. That whole process is what this video is about. And bear in mind that my process might be different from someone else. One, because I do pre-orders sometimes. Most of the time I do pre-orders, so I allow pre-orders. That means that I have to post the goods, wait for people to order the goods, pay for them, which usually takes a bit more time compared to someone who just decides, let me order this, and they just order that day. So for me, I have to wait a couple of days. Sometimes it takes even 2 to 4 weeks for people to pre-order these items, pay for them, and then I can be able to order them together with my products. Yeah, so the process might look different. That's one of the reasons why the process might look different compared to someone else. Another reason why it might look different is because nowadays I don't order through an app like Alibaba or 1688. Not to say they are bad apps, no. Just because I got a supplier who actually I order from, because I saw they have good products and they can be able to mix the designs for me. They have a low MOQ that I feel I can be able to meet, and also they can pack different types of products in one box compared to the apps. If I'm getting shoes, I have to buy the shoes and then the supplier has to send them. If I'm buying handbags, another supplier has to send them. But this time around, this way with my supplier, I can be able to order the shoes and the bags together, even utensils, even everything that this supplier deals with. I can be able to order, and they ship the goods together. They can put the goods together, take them to my shipping agent together. Okay, so my process might look different due to those 2 reasons. And another reason is because I am not like completely green. I'm not a complete beginner, so my process might be a bit smoother because I have some experience. Okay, yeah, so with that being said, let's get straight into this video. When did I first start this process of ordering these particular goods that just arrived? I think like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so when did I start? This is when I think I started back in March. That's when I first choose the designs that I like. Usually I just go on the catalog for this supplier. I choose the designs that I like, I favorite them or start them, so that once I'm ready to start posting or to order, I can just go back there, get the details, the prices, the MOQ, how many pieces I need to, you know, order. So I usually start them, and once I am ready, this is now in March, I just start posting. I go back there, check the price, add my cart, and then start posting, you know, even converting, because they usually post in either USD or RMB, which is like the Chinese currency. So I start converting to see how much, you know, approximately how much the goods cost in Kenyan shillings. Then I add a few, you know, a few shillings, a few coins here and there, and then I can be able to post for those people that want to pre-order. I usually give a timeline, usually 2 to 4 weeks for those that want to pre-order. I usually give, you know, I usually post them in advance, and then I'll give you like 2 to 4 weeks for you to choose the designs you like, and then I get that list. I usually update there. If someone has selected a few items on my inbox, I go there, update, write your name and the items that you're pre-ordering, so that just to confirm that this is actually what you want, to just make the process smoother. And then I'll tell guys when the deadline for payment is, because when you're pre-ordering, you have to pay the buying price. I usually tell them to pay the buying price first, and then the shipping price they will pay once the goods arrive. So they pay the buying price at the given time, or the deadline that I have, by the deadline that I have set for them. Usually I like to do this at the end of the month or at the beginning of that month, you know, just to be considerate for those guys that are waiting for a salary, you know, an end month salary, for them to pay for the goods. So I usually wait for that time, and I usually actually listen to people. If they tell me, you know, we need some time, we need I will have my money by like 10th or 15th, like that. So I usually set the deadline to make sure that I am also being considerate for those that don't have the money, like at the middle of the month after the deadline, and they have paid. Now I am ready to start placing the order. When I am placing the order, I will order mostly the things that have been pre-ordered, and I add my own goods on those ones. If the MOQ is not enough, I'll add some of my goods so that the MOQ can be enough. And then if there is also like a design or a product that I want to buy that maybe no one has pre-ordered, I'll also add on that order and write everything down, if it's writing the code or taking the picture, so that when I send the supplier, they'll know what product I am ordering for. I'll choose the designs, the colors, and the number of pieces that I want. I send this to the supplier, and if something is missing from the supplier, they will tell me this design is out of stock, or you know, this color, this we stopped like manufacturing this product, or this product is not available. But if everything is in order, they send me an invoice showing me all the products now that I have sent, that I have requested, their prices per price, and how many pieces I am ordering, and the total amount, usually in USD or in RMB again, as I said. But if something is not available, sometimes they fail to tell me when I am paying, which is something I am working on. I usually like to tell them to tell me in advance, so that I can be able to, you know, to prepare myself to factor in or to choose another product that is available. But usually they don't tell me. Actually, they tell me when they are packing, when it's and I have already paid sometimes, which is very inconveniencing on their part. But I bear with them, because sometimes they are too busy. They're too busy to, you know, for the back and forth, and they have a process also. They will tell you how many days it will take for you, for your goods to be packed, for your everything to be in order. So they send me the invoice in USD or in RMB, like the China currency. Then they'll tell me this is the amount, this is the total amount that you need to pay, and these are your goods. I need to confirm that those are the goods that I have ordered for, and those are the prices. Yeah, so I confirm, and if I am okay with the prices, if I'm okay with, you know, the total amount, then there is an agent that they gave me, because, you know, I'm in Kenya. I can't be able to send money to China directly through M-Pesa, you know. So I am in Kenya, so we have an agent. There is an agent that they use. They give me, they tell me this is the total amount that you need to pay to our agent. So I go to this agent and tell them this is the total amount I need to pay to this supplier. So how much Kenyan shillings am I supposed to pay? So they will convert it and tell me how much I am supposed to pay and give me the account details. So what I do is I go on my phone. If I have the money, I'm ready to pay, I just pay for the items and send a confirmation message to the supplier telling them I have paid this amount and this is the message. Then the supplier will confirm with their agent that indeed I paid the right amount, indeed they have received my money, and then from there the supplier can start working on my order. For the supplier to start sorting and packing, it usually takes them 7 to 10 days. When they are packing, they usually send like pictures and videos, you know, just to confirm that everything is in order. They are looking, they will ask me if I need to remove like some of the papers inside just to make the items a bit smaller, which is a tip. But sometimes it can mess you up if, you know, these goods are being transported by sea and it can get hot and the goods can start melting and zishikane, especially that soft leather can shikana. So you have to be very careful telling them to remove every paper. It can mess you up. Yeah, so they will ask if we need to remove the papers. Usually I just say remove some of it and leave some of it so that my goods don't get destroyed. Yeah, so that's what I usually tell them. So once they have packed everything, they send me pictures, even the pictures of the box. Like in this case, they sent me a picture of the 2 boxes they packed, and then they tell me what is inside each box, how and the size of that box, and also the weight in kg of that box. This is usually just to determine if you want to send your items, if you want to parcel out if you want your items to be shipped via sea, that's why they send you the measurements of this box. Or if you want your goods to be shipped via air, that's why they send the weight in kgs, because via air you're going to pay in kgs, via sea you're going to pay in cbm, which is cubic meters, which is like the measurements of the box, how big the box is, the size of the box. So once they have packed everything, it's now time for them to deliver these goods to my shipping agent. A good thing that comes with ordering via this supplier is that they usually don't charge me the express fee, which is like the transportation costs from their warehouse to my shipping agent's warehouse. Yeah, so that's a plus. I think they have factored in the cost of the goods. Yeah, so once I have approved that once they have packed the boxes, they will tell me now your goods are being shipped to your agent. And once they have shipped them, they usually actually tell me your goods your goods were received at your agent, and you're supposed to get even a confirmation message. And true to that, I usually get a message that, you know, your goods have been received at our warehouse. This is the shipping agent saying your goods have been received at our warehouse. If it's 2 boxes, they'll tell me 2 boxes and the size of your boxes. And once the goods are at the agent's warehouse, it usually takes like, let's say like minimum, I think it's like 2 days, 2 to 7 days for the goods to be loaded in a container. And once they are loaded, you will receive another message that your goods have been loaded in this container and the number of the container. They usually tell you all that. Yeah, and after that they will tell you they have been loaded, and you will receive another message of an estimated time of arrival for your goods, which is an ETA. And true to that, after a few, probably like 7 days, 1 to 2 weeks, you will receive another message of the ETA, the estimated time of arrival for your products. Usually once you are told, let's say like in this case I had been told your goods will arrive in May 5th, usually it can take up to 2 or 3 weeks more for you to actually receive your goods. Yeah, even if you have been told the ETA is date 5, you can receive those goods like in 2 weeks time from date 5. Okay, so you need to have that in mind. Even if they say this is the ETA, doesn't mean that those goods are going to arrive on that specific day. And what I usually do once I get that ETA and let's say like this time round I was told date 5 of May the goods will arrive on date 5 of May. That was the ETA. On that 5th of May or on 6th, I just send them a message asking, you know, the progress. Have the goods arrived at the port, or have the goods arrived at your warehouse in Nairobi? And usually I'm just told either if the container has docked at the port or if the container is yet to dock. If it has docked at the port, I'm told we are waiting for, you know, clearance and inspection at the port. The KRA are going through your products, are going through the containers, so you should receive your goods probably in a week or in how many days, like that. If the container has not docked, I keep asking every day, has it docked, or if the container has not docked, they will tell you probably we expect it to dock in 2 days. In those 2 days, I chat them up, yeah, to just check up, because it's nice. I feel like it's nice to know where your products are, and you will be at ease knowing, you know, what's going on with your products, because this is your money. Okay, once the goods have been cleared at the port, which actually I allow the shipping agent handles everything, handles all that, because I saw someone asking how to go about the clearance. No, you don't deal with KRA, you don't deal with those guys at the port. The shipping agent is the one who is going to deal with them for you. So you need a shipping agent. If you're doing this, you need a shipping agent, because they will handle all that, and at the end of it all, they'll just bill you the total shipping cost. They won't tell you you need to pay 5k for clearance, you need to pay 10k for clearance. No, they'll just bill you the total amount at the end of it all. They won't tell you this is for clearance, this is for what. So once the goods have been cleared, I receive the final message that my goods are ready to be collected. And this is once they have been cleared at the port in Mombasa, they have come to Nairobi, they have been shipped to Nairobi at the warehouse. Now I get the message that my goods are ready to be collected at the warehouse in Nairobi. You can send someone to pick them up. They tell me the total amount I need to pay for them to for the goods, the total shipping cost, the total shipping fee that I need to pay for the goods. They will tell me this is the amount you need to pay, and this is the account you need to pay, and you can send someone or you can pick your goods. Okay, that's the final message that I get from the shipping agent. Once I get that message, what I usually do, I usually just pay, and then I forward the message to my rider. The rider actually is someone I was suggested to by the shipping agent. So I think it's someone they have worked with, someone they trust, and it's someone I have also come to trust because I have been using them all this time. Actually, I have been using them since I started the shop in town. So I have been using them. It's someone who is trusted. I just send them the message and tell them I have this package. If it's 2 boxes, I have 2 boxes at this shipping agent, can you bring them to my shop? And they usually just collect and bring to my shop. And another good thing that this rider does is once he arrives at our building, he doesn't tell me come down, come pick your goods here down, because I am on the 4th floor, you guys. So they usually just bring them up to my shop, which is something I appreciate. He usually just gets someone probably there to help with carrying the goods up, or he can carry them up himself, and then he will charge me. He usually charges me 300 to 500 Kenyan shillings, not per box, just for everything. 300 to 500 Kenyan shillings, depending on the number of boxes, because sometimes it's 3 boxes or 1 box or 2 boxes, depending on the size also of the box, so depending on the size of the box, they will tell me how much I need to pay. I need to finish this first because my baby is up. So to finish up everything, let me tell you how much everything costed. First, the goods. I'm looking down on my laptop because I want to see what I need to say. Yeah, so for example, this past order, the 2 boxes, the goods costed this amount, and shipping cost was this amount for the 2 boxes. The total amount, I'm giving you guys the total amount, not a rough figure, like the total amount I paid. This is the total amount I paid. The whole process from the time I was posting on the group for pre-orders to when I received my goods, the whole process took this long. And from the time I was told that my goods have been loaded on the container to the time I received them, it took this long. Yes, this is to tell you that you need to plan ahead. If you're someone who wants to import, you need to plan ahead. One, you need to plan at that time when the goods are being, transported to where you are. You need to plan ahead. Another thing that you need to do, make sure that you're also factoring in the shipping cost and the shipping time of these products. So they say time is money. So tell me, how much money do you think all this time costs? So when you see us posting and putting our prices, just know that you need to pay up. Just know that this is the whole process that we have gone through, and it's a whole process, a big process, a long process, and a costly process also. So we need when you see us pricing these items the way we price them, is because we have factored in the time and the money that we have used, and also our profit. We also need to make profit to make sure that this business doesn't fail. And we are also factoring in the time that you need to wait for these goods, and all that headache of waiting. And with that being said, I know there are people who will be here telling me, give me your supplier. No, I'm not doing that as at now. But I do teach how to import from Alibaba, which is where you should start if you're a beginner. If you have never imported, that is where you should start. And after you have started from there, you will get these suppliers. You will come to learn how to get the suppliers, and you will get the suppliers yourself. Okay, and the shipping agent, that one you can get through that class that I usually teach, how to import from Alibaba. That one I usually give you the shipping agent, and from the shipping agent you can be able to get the rider. Okay, yeah, so make sure that you like this video because I have given you important information. Make sure that you share to people who are interested in importing or in business. Don't just be generous with the information that I have given you for free. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Make sure that you subscribe if you're new, like this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.